In this video, I will talk about the Hello World program in C++. So, what is Hello World program? So, in any programming languages, programmers like usually starts like doing Hello World program. It's the simplest program in any programming language, which will only print the text hello world to the screen. In our case, as our program is like console application, so in C++, so in our case, it will print out this hello world text to the terminal. So in any case, hello world program so to just developing hello program has two aims. So to running this hello program, so it is like to test to make sure that your system, your IDE, your like compiler and anything is okay, to make sure that it's working and it is installed properly and it has not any errors, any like problems which will just keep you from doing something, from doing some like real applications. So, and the second aim is like to start doing something, to just start learning how to do it. So if you can't understand hello world program, then it seems that you will not like understand more complex programs in your programming languages. In our case, in C++. So in C++, hello world program contains like 6 lines of the code. So it can be like this with like empty lines. So C++ will ignore them. And let's start understanding line by line. So first line is include your stream. So if you work with like older C++ versions, then you can just meet like this your stream hash or your stream. It's like simply the hash file. Your stream is simply hash file which like contains the tools to work with terminal, to print to the terminal and to read from the terminal and so on. So in any case, include is like command, which instruction include will just will import anything from this library. So this hash file is library for C++. So anything from your stream and will get access to the like tools. So to not invent wheels. So we will here you will just get access to the shout. So to not just invent wheels. So shout is implemented to just work with terminals, and we don't have to do it. We will simply use it from this Ustream hash. So if in some cases you can just get error like it's not found or it's not accessible or file not found and so on, so in this case you should just make sure you should just check if your project is created properly. For example, in C-Lion here I have created it as like C++ executable project. Maybe in any case in like Visual Studio, DX C++, or like for example C Builder or something like this. Projects will just be created as console application. Uh, Console application, so you should just like select console application and then run this hello world program. Or if you have something like Visual Studio Code or something like this, or simple like editors which will be configured, then it seems like that you have not configured it properly or your C++ is not working properly. Yeah, if you have an error when you're running this program as like file not found or file not accessible, then it means that these problems. So you should just search for these problems. Okay, if you don't include this your stream hash, then as I said before, cout will not be accessible. So here you will get error like use of undeclared identifier. So we cannot run it. Fail it, or cout was not declared, and so on. So because cout is like from the Ustream hash file. So also using namespace std. So here also it relates to the cout. So in C++ you can just divide your variables to the namespace or to the groups like this. So and then you could see like this. You could just using adding this line of the code, you could just get direct access to the cout, or you can just skip writing using namespace, but in this case you should just in each cout you should just write like this. So namespace, specify the namespace, and then using these two columns you should just specify the cout from the namespace std. But it's not convenient as your program can contain cout or another like tools from the Ustream hash like several times. So in any case, any like functions or variables from the Ustream is like related to the is like contains in the exists in the like std namespace. So it's recommended to use like this. But if you don't specify it and use like this, then use like this, then it's not the wrong, it's also will be correct. Okay, it's about the std namespace std. So the fourth line, the third line of our program is like int main. So it seems that it's a function name and function type. So so C++ can contain several functions like the main, but starting point is the main. So it means that any other functions will not be accessible, will not be executed until it is called. But when you run the program, it will just start from the main function. So functions can be written here in any order, but C++ will work only with main function. So it this rule is for many like other languages like Java, C# and so on, which where we can just create console applications. So console applications in many cases have the main function, which will be the starting point. So you could see like this, so but here it will not be accessible, but some compiler will accept it. So here it is like int. So int means that it's integer. The result of the main function is integer. Why? Because in C++ it's like the rule for the main function. So as it will return means that resulting this function, it will return 0, and it's not recommended to return anything other like this. So you can do it, it will run successfully in many cases, but so here you can see that process finished with exit code 5. So for the system 0 means that it's like the 201st code, for example, code 201 in the web applications. So it means that it's not error, it's successfully run it. But when your main function returns anything other than like 0, then it means that it's counted as the error code. So in some cases you can get like runtime errors. In some contesters maybe you can get runtime error even if your program works properly and finish it properly, but seeing the error code, it will say that it's failed. It will count it as failed, and it will confuse the system, confuse you, and so on. Here, only one line of the code in the main function, like on the only two line of the code, it's a returning value. So we here it's like the cout. So cout is a variable from the stream hash which will just print out the text. You can see the version like this, but here the version like this, but it's like the end of line. So when you run it like this, then you will get the extra line here. So it means that you will just add here the symbol end of line, the symbol enter, for example, in the word. So to just uh, to go to the to end of the line, to finish the line and then start the new line. So it's a new line symbol in the text. Also it's return 0, so as I said before, it means that the program finished and finished with exit code 0. So and then this is the scope. So scope is like the finish, it finishes the scope of the main function. Here also you should take care about the semicolons, so only the this line of the code, so and only this line of the code, you will not like it's not required, but and this line of the code it's not required, but in any other codes it's required. So C++ program will run like line by line, starting from the main function line by line, and then finish it when it sees the return 0 statement. So it's like statements and so on. Okay, it's all about the hello world program.